Hi traders, and welcome to another one of my strategy videos. So today we're going to be talking about the buy and hold strategy, where you are not really trading but more investing in Bitcoin. So in this strategy we put on the 2-hour, as you can see up here, and the MFI. And what we're looking for here is to buy the dip. And we can see that this date range comes from mid-May to about late June, as we have today. And our strategy is to buy on the 2-hour when MFI becomes oversold here. So for example, on May 27th, we had a buying opportunity here to buy Bitcoin at anywhere from 1910 to about 2057, and then holding it for as long as your strategy allows. And with this type of strategy, it's most important to emphasize that you don't want to put all of your capital at risk on one trade, and that it's better to do about, I would say, half of capital at risk to put on this dip, then put the other half on another dip to diversify your position. So if you had put half here and waited for MFI to become oversold again, and you could have put the other half here or here for the rest of the position and then let that run. And with managing the trade, you basically have two options. One is to just hold this position up, buying off that dip when MFI was oversold, so you can see when it turns white down here below 20, and then buying here and holding this too until it gets to a price that you would like to sell at. Or you could use more of a strategy that I like to do in my own trading, which is to have one trade open for investing, where I'm not going to close this trade for years if I had bought here and seen the oversold level, and then take the other half of the trade and use that to buy for short-term swings for the trade, usually lasting about a few days to about a week or two. So for that second part, with trading off of a few days and not really investing over years, what you could do is buy here, and when MFI had become oversold and you had seen this large green bullish bar, bought about here, you could have caught a bit of this. Would not have been a fantastic profit, but it would have been about $150 of Bitcoin value. And a much better place to buy, and clear cut too, would be buying it here at around the 2050 level when MFI was oversold, makes a tail and prints a strong bullish bar here, buy here, and then sell when MFI becomes overbought. So here you probably would want to have sold about here with your more long-term trading, which would net you about from, let's say you had bought at 2100 and you sold at a high of about 2650. That's 550 in Bitcoin value just by trading the 2-hour and looking for oversold levels and selling at overbought levels with the money flow index. And it's basically up to your discretion of how you want to trade long term. If you prefer the buy and hold strategy, where you do not have to do as much work or analysis, you just buy and then hope that your position appreciates. Or you can more scalp short moves like this and like this, just looking for oversold levels. Or you can do a mix of both and have a diversified portfolio in Bitcoin as much as you can, really, with taking advantage of short-term swings with a nice long-term investment in the coin itself. So that's it on this video. It's most important, again, to stress that your plan should be the same. Your plan should be the same as you've entered the trade, as when you're managing the trade, and when you're exiting the trade. It should all be planned out. You should not buy or sell on a whim, but more on analysis and facts, like MFI being oversold or overbought, and candlestick analysis. And using that, I believe that many high profits are definitely possible. So I hope this video helped with teaching buying and holding strategy on Bitcoin. And if you have any questions, leave them below. Thanks.